I be getting to the money. Everybody mad.
And welcome to another episode of Sophisticated Ignorance. I am your host, Steven.
And I'm Nieema Simone.
And I'm Vixon.
Vixon's back from his thotty ass vacation.
Yes, I am.
Ew.
Oh, stinking
Don't
ass.
don't be salty. Don't bring the salt in.
Oh, stinking ass.
Don't do this. I had an amazing time in Miami.
I bet
Did
you
you
did.
really?
Yes, I did.
You want to tell us about it just like a little?
Well, you know, there was
Remember, this
beaches
is a family
involved.
show.
Is it?
Since when?
Once my mama listened, it went right out the door as far as family. I think my family knows too much about me.
Yeah.
Not the good parts.
No family listens to the show.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, right.
My family supports.
I mean, they'll definitely come to the live show though.
Yeah.
Which is happening soon, so get y'all tickets. Anyway, yeah, the Miami's dope. Beaches, drinks, food, drinks, heat, drinks.
Okay, so did you enjoy Miami? Because I've been to Miami twice and I fucking hate Miami.
What times did you go?
I hate it.
What times did you go, though?
I went during the summer and I went during the winter.
Oh, I don't know about winter Miami, but
So I
summer in Miami was
experienced
cool.
both.
I mean, people are weird because it's Florida, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense of Miami, like, if you're going there just for, like, basic, I want to be on a beach, I want to just drink and not care about shit,
Cool.
and I want to be in nice weather, then Miami's dope. But if you're going there with intentions of, like, yo, I'm about to fucking...
Live my best life
Right.
and have a
Rick
grand...
Ross meet me, like, if you're going for that intentions, then it's a little much. Like, you got to definitely have money to, like, have a convenient, decent, good time.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, people at home, we have money. I mean, I was with my sister, so.
Oh, excuse me.
But I just didn't have a good time. I felt like
Well,
it was
what did you
New
do?
York. I felt like it was New York. Just
Oh, it's
with a
definitely
beach.
the sixth borough. Or
And
the seventh
it
borough.
was. It wasn't.
Somebody posted a meme on or made a tweet and it was like, "Yo, New York is mad quiet since half of New York is in Miami
Facts.
right now."
I saw my sister posted it, and I was like, it really is. Like, work was calm. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just mad tourists outside that piss me
That's
off.
it. Like, just now walking
Yeah.
up the block, I was annoyed.
Yeah, because they don't get the fuck out the way.
Like, they don't understand the concept of you walk on this side of the street, and I'm walk on this side of the street or sidewalk. There's a up and there's a down, but people don't understand that.
Oh, no, they don't care.
Yeah, foolish of them.
But yeah, when I went, I just didn't have fun. I don't know. I think I spoke to Dev. We all know Devorah. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, the next time you go to Miami, take me with you. I'm gonna give Miami a third try. After that, I fucking quit.
Right.
Where did you go the previous 2 times?
I was on South Beach. I did South Beach, and then we went off of South Beach, and we went to the fine dining restaurants because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not eating on the strip because the food is disgusting.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Everyone-
the food offside the strip is good.
Yeah, everyone always told me like the food is nasty. So this guy, he recommended a food restaurant. So when I went out there for my birthday, we went off the strip, really into Miami. Went to some really nice restaurants and stuff like that. And then I went there last time. I just didn't have fun. I was like, I'm not going to this ghetto ass club. First of all, I don't like clubs anymore. I felt like I ran
Miami
through
don't
clubs
really
in
have
New York.
much to do besides the
Yeah,
clubs.
we tried going out to like a couple spots and it was just like...
Yeah.
I felt maybe I've outgrown it because I used to rip and run through the nightlife in New York in my 20s. So now I'm just kind of like, I don't want to do that.
It's
This
literally
shit's
the
corny.
same shit
I wasn't
everywhere.
trying to pay $60 to see 5 people standing there. No, thank you. No.
Well, no, we probably would have had bottle service, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to do that.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's the thing about Miami.
I
It's
no
like you
longer
only
care
really going there
to
for
pay
the clubs.
more.
Yeah.
because
And then the
of
last time I
business.
went, I didn't make it to the beach because it like rained or
Yikes.
something like that. So I was just like,
Mhm.
yeah. So the next time I go, I'll probably be going with Devorah.
Facts.
And after that, if I don't have fun, I fucking hate Miami.
Well, she seems like a good time, so I should
Yeah.
have fun if I go.
Do we have it? Yeah, I was reading something. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
I was
I'm
thrown
glad I didn't
off.
say that shit out loud though. Woo.
Safe.
Speaking, before we get to our topic, I got blocked for the first time, guys.
Yay!
I felt like that's
Now-
like
now,
an
did you-
achievement
did
or
you-
something.
I've
you
been
cause
tempted
the
to.
block?
I've been tempted to block you for so long.
Shut up. You did.
You always remember your first. But, okay, so
Shout out to you, fam.
So paint a picture.
Stand up for yourself, King.
Was this
Don't
guy,
tolerate
like,
her
mad
shit.
Thirsty? Was this nigga mad thirsty to the point where it's like,
Sometimes you gotta let
You're
her
done.
know.
Or
She ain't
was it
this
the
shit.
opposite?
Fuck her.
Or
You
were
can
you-
do better out here, King. It's summer now.
You really can't, but you know,
Yeah.
I do
Look,
that.
see?
yeah, I mean, the
You
camera,
don't need that negative energy right now.
The camera doesn't lie. So anyway, the point is, were you mad annoying or was he mad annoying?
I fucked up, and
Oh.
I've had.
Accountability.
First of all, I'm very open and honest with everybody. I am dating. You know what I'm
You should
saying?
be.
I just got out of something a year ago. Last year, it was all about reinventing myself, so I really didn't have time to like entertain anyone. And now that I do, it's kind of like I don't want to rush into a relationship necessarily.
Same.
I
Facts.
do want one, but I'm not rushing towards it.
Yeah,
And I feel like some of these guys, when I was ready for a relationship or ready to like take them seriously and date, they were playing games, and all of a sudden you want to pop back up. Now you think I have to be ready because you are, and I'm
niggas
not.
love playing PS4.
Yeah, fucking Houdinis. Like, I'm not ready.
Houdinis.
I'm not ready right now, you know? And so I told him, like, I am dating somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm petty Betty. So we went out to dinner for this guy's birthday, and I made a little boomerang of the dinner table. And you can see him in the background.
Oh, I see.
So the other night, I made a mistake. And Steven always yells at me about this. I made a mistake, and I text the wrong guy. But it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just like, you know, I text the wrong guy.
Pull up. Nothing crazy. Just pull up.
Nothing too crazy. And then he didn't respond. I realized I texted the wrong person. And I was like, oh, shit. But he didn't respond back. I'm like, oh, so maybe he don't care. Maybe he ain't paying attention. He texted me like the following day, like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, my bad.
Word.
Just, oh, my bad. And he was like, who was that for? I was like,
You should have responded.
I should have said Steven.
Why would he even act like...
What?
No, because if I say you, they don't... No, they never know. Okay, it's Steven. All right.
Yeah.
It depends on what you text.
It wasn't that crazy.
So why did he ask
No,
what was it?
because it was like, okay, babe, be safe, and I'll see you when you get back. That's all I said.
Oh.
See, it's not that... That's bad.
I mean...
Nigga logic, yes.
Without no context, yes.
Nigga logic, yes.
All right,
His whole world was crashing down.
Wait a minute.
All he was thinking about them cheeks getting smacked.
Exactly. Damn,
So
I'm not babe. Wow.
You don't want to wish me home safely?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then
Blocked.
that's who was it for.
Word.
And I told him who was it for, you know?
And you
Oh, you and your
would-
truth. Look where the truth got you. Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
bad liar.
No,
And
it's fine.
How you can't lie via text?
I feel like I need to be honest.
No, you,
I was
For
being
what?
honest.
You don't owe
But
him
I'm
shit.
honest
Let
with
me be the
everybody
angel on your
else.
shoulder.
You don't owe
and let
him
Steven be
shit.
the
You're
devil.
right, but
you
I'm
don't owe him
honest
shit,
with.
too.
But I'm honest with everybody else. So in my head, it's like, well, if I could be honest with this person, I could be honest with you too. You're
Okay, was he
dating
acted up
people.
prior to that? Like, has he ever shown any signs of like,
Jealousy?
yeah?
Yeah,
Of course.
So
all of them. All of
Classic
them
niggerdom. As in nigger is dumb.
The blocks are gonna keep coming.
So then like I called and the ring once went to voicemail. I'm like, oh, okay, he's gonna be the voicemail. So I call back again. I'm like, oh well, he's in his feelings. Whatever. What's up later?
Call.
He's drizzy
So-
drinking right now.
So I was like, hey, I tried calling you. You're probably
He started
upset.
playing Marvin's Room.
Word.
I was like, you're probably upset or whatever. We can talk about it later, or we don't have to. We can just pretend it never happened. But I'm going to sleep. I'll talk to you whenever. And then
How dare you not be affected while he's
and
in
then
the room?
and then I went on. It's like I don't follow him on Instagram, but he followed me. So then I realized he unfollowed me. So I asked my sister like, yo, how you know if you got blocked? She told me about an iPhone. I'm like, he doesn't have an iPhone. So I googled it. And I
That
was
was
like,
the
all right.
first mistake.
So I googled it, and then I called back again. I'm like, all right. It says if a ring wants to go to voicemail, they blocked you.
Nice.
So now it's like I got blocked. My sister was like, yeah, it's like the Sonic game. Like you just got extra rings.
Aw.
So I feel, I've never been blocked before. So I
That's
guess I
dope.
did something kind of.
Yo, if you have to block somebody, that means you're extra special. That's what I feel.
Yo, don't feed her no bullshit. Cause she gonna believe that shit. Don't feed her no
Now she's
nonsense.
waiting for the next one.
Everything
Oh,
that
baby.
happened in this past year, I got stood up, never happened, and I got blocked.
You got
I feel
stood up?
Yeah. I mean, he came back begging and crying and stuff like that.
Of course.
But I got stood up.
Of course, she had to throw that part in there.
Hey man, this is your first.
He did.
That's
Yeah, first. Like I was like, oh, I got blocked.
Well,
Now you just get reported as spam.
But then he
Now you
unblocked.
live.
But then he unblocked me.
But-
Of
But-
course.
Yeah, he
Because
That was
unblocked
the
me.
first.
He's not stupid.
let's start working on the second one.
Yeah. Let's.
What would-
Naima, where's your name on my contact list?
Stop, Steven.
Anyway, let's get to the episode. Scotch Porter, shout outs to Mr. SP. Get your luxurious
Where it's hot outside. Don't be
yourself.
out here with odors.
odors and smells and scents.
Yeah, you gotta get your skin clear for the
Don't be a
culture.
terrorist to our noses. So get your Scotch Porter things by going on the site and ordering with SI10, the code. And
they have a collection. Well, no, I think it's for Father's Day. They're doing 50% off or 30% off all their collections.
Fathers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
cop
special.
some shit, yo.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
stupid. You said with those with a father.
I said those with the fathers out there.
Oh.
We're not doing this.
No, that's what I asked. I want to be sure I
Let's
had
not-
it
let's not do that.
right.
You got it. You got it. You win.
I'm just ready to be outside.
Cold, cloudy
Uh-oh.
weather.
But speaking of outside, oh baby, let's talk about luxuriousness, the wealth,
The wealth of what?
money, materialism. I'm talking
Mhm.
about you having the bag. and getting all the
Steven
shit.
got the bag.
Oh, of
Y'all
course.
really have to
This
stop.
this show is really about you.
Y'all
Look at
really
the
gotta
attire
stop.
right
This
now.
episode's really about you.
How many
It's
chains
really-
he got on?
Y'all really gotta
How many
stop.
chains
One,
you got on, Steven?
A 2, a 3.
Y'all really have to stop. Because
Steve.
now y'all made this like a fucking movement. Like,
Oh,
every fucking person that personally knows me keeps saying that shit.
Well,
Well,
it's a compliment, I guess.
That
Or-
means-
I mean,
it's
it's nice,
true.
but it's not truth.
all right, well, denial's a thing, so it's fine. Well, let's get into it. How do we define materialism? Steven, you're the correspondent here.
I'm not the correspondent because I'm not materialistic. I was at one point.
Oh, talk about it.
he was.
I guess you define materialism when you seek certain objects of a certain status to validate who you are as a person. Like,
Okay.
because I have this article of clothing, or because I have this car, or because I live somewhere, like, you should treat me as such or respect me
Right.
as such. So I think that's what materialism is for. Like, you don't really focus on who you are as an individual. You validate outside things for
Right.
your own validation, and think people should validate you for it as well.
What my best friend said.
Okay, so you just blindly agree.
When I think of materialism, I think of like Gucci Mane and Keisha K.R.
Aw.
That's
Well, wait,
exactly
I mean,
what I think about.
but they're happy-ish, I guess.
Of course they happy, but
It's
very,
over the
it's
top.
a lot. It's gaudy. Like everything about them or about people who value materialism.
Right.
It's just you have to see it like at all times. It's just
Yeah.
there. Like everything that resonates with them has to be about what they wearing, what they can afford, what they're driving.
Then we
Over
got-
the top.
we
over
gotta
the
break- we
top.
gotta break
2
this
Chains
down.
is another one.
Just
Materialistic.
gaudy.
I mean, his name. Come on, 2 Chains.
Gaudy.
Yeah, but he's like increased it over the years.
Now you got 4 Chains?
Cause don't he have that show with like the most expensive things in the world?
Oh.
Some shit like that, where he just goes around and like indulges in like, oh, this is this $5,000 steak that's made out of like
that's
gold.
the real show. I thought that was like some kind of spoof bullshit.
Nah, I think it's like a
didn't know
show.
about that.
Oh my god.
I don't know how long it's been running. I think it's like a short
mean,
series or
Is
whatever.
that when you had like that $5,000 hamburger or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was wow.
Nah, that's a real thing.
That's
I'm
crazy.
$5,000 for a hamburger. I
If
can't
you really
eat
think
that
about it, the
shit.
first kind of show was like that was
Lifestyle of the Rich and
The Rich
yeah,
and Famous.
Lifestyles of Rich and Famous, and then you have MTV Cribs to follow that up.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that was just more about like property in the sense of like I'm rich, I could afford this. Take a look at my mansion.
It was still very material.
But it's
Oh,
still
of course,
yeah,
absolutely,
it's
no,
over the
1000%,
top. It's
yeah.
unnecessary.
Look at my 10 cars. I only drive one.
And-
Yeah. It
Even-
literally be that like
Even
that.
like regular, quote unquote, regular people, like the Italian people in Jersey and the Polish, like
Russians
they
as well.
Russians like gaudy as
I think
fuck.
everybody.
They do come from wealth, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah.
not unfortunately for them, but
Yeah, but
in a sense of generationally.
Yeah.
So they carry that wealth, and if it's a tradition where it's like, all right, you have to show your wealth off or whatever, then you know what I'm saying. That's kind of how they carry themselves.
okay.
It makes sense because it's more so a learned behavior for them.
They see
As
their,
opposed
they
with
see their
us.
The
parents-
lifestyle, like they're
Right.
used to that. with their
Yeah, like
cousins.
as opposed to people of color, we're not in our history. Well, after we were taken from Africa,
yeah.
that history
That
moving
part.
forward, yeah, that history moving forward, there really isn't no wealth that's passed down from generation to generation.
Right.
Right.
So that materialism is like we seek it.
It's fleeting.
Unless your family somehow sustain old
And
money.
even those type of people, for the most part, like the doctors or lawyers, they might, be into different shit, but it's not like the gaudy shit. Like,
Yeah.
what lawyer is really out here, like, he may be a snob and maybe an asshole, but in terms of, like, material stuff, he's not out. He don't have a fucking $3,000 or, $4,000 chain on his neck.
No, but he
No.
definitely has
On
a
top.
$5,000 suit on.
Right.
Yeah.
Like suits, cars. Just the way they spend
a
money. In
watch.
a,
But see,
a
their
lifestyle.
materialism is smarter, though, because they usually spend money on shit that actually lasts, as
Right.
opposed
So
to,
investing.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Like how
Got it.
Hove keep
Yeah.
telling people to buy art. Like, that's the kind of materialism that we should be kind of
So
supporting.
there's good and bad then.
Yeah.
All right.
As opposed to like, yo, let me fucking buy this, $5,000 fucking bag.
Word.
Like,
Which-
what do you need that for?
I mean, who knows? Which kind of goes to the question of what's the difference between materialism and just liking nice things. Because I like nice things.
I like nice things.
That doesn't mean I'm materialistic, though.
Steven loves nice things.
Facts.
Eh,
I mean,
I like nice things.
the camera doesn't
Love?
lie, so that's
Nah.
all I'm going to say.
Nah.
So you like nice things, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't call yourself materialistic, though.
Because there's a price point for me. Like, I like nice shit to a certain budget.
Well, of course. We're not dripping. Like, obviously, you gotta like shit to a certain budget, but you still like.
No,
nice
but
things.
a lot of materialistic people, especially people of color, they don't like things within their budget. Like they will fucking starve to have this one item because it's in.
Yeah, like I don't understand that when girls be like, I need this bag.
You don't need a bag.
I need this new Birkin, whatever it is. They want that new bag, and I don't understand why I should walk around with a $10,000 bag. Like for me, I can't. But if a nigga gonna buy me a $10,000 bag, you can definitely give me that same $10,000 from them fucking student loans.
Facts.
Like that's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know what
No
I'm
Robert
saying?
Smith
Like,
is paying our loans. That's for sure.
Or like Tax used to say, niggas love to drive in foreigns but walk around domestic piss. Like you got this expensive ass car, but you still live in the hood, still living in the projects with piss in the fucking elevator to go to your crib.
They're definitely not doing it for themselves. They're doing it to show off to others.
Exactly.
It just boosts their own ego.
But it's just stupid. It's
and they
working.
be renting it too. The shit be
Hustling
hella
backwards.
rented.
Oh, hella rented. They can't afford
Or
it.
you remember that video? It was like them two fucking fake ass influencers that had rented that Lambo or some shit, and they was holding up traffic on Times Square, and then somebody came out the car and just, with a sledgehammer. Yeah.
Wow.
Materialistic shit like that.
Their insurance ain't gonna pay for that.
And it was rented. Obviously.
Now you gotta pay back all that money.
That's what everybody used to do anyway when they go to Miami and rent a car and drive around.
Oh, when I was in Miami, I saw mad fucking luxurious shits.
Yeah.
Teslas, like fucking Hondas just running up and down the street. Must be nice, I guess.
Nah, I'm Ubering everywhere.
He put that on his mama credit card.
Son, if you get an Uber in Miami for a fucking Tesla, that shit's crazy. Just mad casual. Like, I ordered a Lyft as a fucking Lambo. Like, come on.
Wait,
Word, I wonder how. Yeah, you could order luxurious cars on Lyft. I don't think it'll be like a Lambo though.
I mean, not like a Lambo.
That's
it'll probably be
fucking
like a
stupid.
Sprinter or some shit like that.
I was exaggerating, but that's not.
stupid.
That's not.
You'd be like, I need
Well,
an
it's
Uber.
like Uber Black.
Yeah,
Like Uber Black, you pulling up in something like
a Ford Expedition or a fucking
some shit from like MIB or some shit.
Yeah, they don't give you no fancy car.
Word.
It just be like look like some shit that a celebrity would come out
So
of.
then when you pull out,
Those
you
I
look like
have
Wealth.
rented before, but it was because like it was a bunch of us.
But there's people that that's what they take in general.
Or like from we're going to the airport and some shit.
Like I used to work in a law firm, and one time they sent me downtown to drop something off, and that's one of the cars that they put me in. Mind you, they could have just put me in some regular cab or shit.
Right.
But that's just the car service that they use. So, you already know I had the window rolled down.
Of course.
Look at these peons.
You gonna see me
on the clock,
Word.
making money.
Annoying.
You bus stop, I cargo. But yeah. Outside of that, like, okay, so where does most of your money go into? In the sense of like
Rent.
No, I mean, well, yes, obviously.
That's not for that. Like for ourselves.
Right, for
like,
ourselves, like.
Materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been very frugal like the last few years. Like I'll buy like little shit here and there, like some jewelry or
Is it clothes? Is it food?
sneakers.
Is it like?
Food.
I wouldn't consider food a materialistic item though. Like that's a need.
Food's a need, but you know there's a difference between
We be dragging it. I don't know, because me and my friends we really fucking drag it sometimes. With that,
and this is why I don't hang out with her friends.
Well,
we really drag it. But we have fun. Like, we gonna go fine dining. We gonna try almost everything on the menu.
Right.
We all eat something different.
materialism's not just about what's on you; it's also about just how
What
you
you
spend your money on
indulge
certain
in.
things.
Yeah.
So I guess probably food would probably be it for me.
My bank says food, so there you go.
My shit says makeup. I invest a lot of money in makeup and skincare.
But then you're using
You're
it, though.
in
That's
the
your-
industry,
that's
so
your
that's a
world.
little bit different.
Okay.
It's not. It's still a thing. I don't necessarily have to spend. I don't have to go and buy a fucking YSL primer for my fucking face. I don't have to do that. I could get a $3.
For example.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that shit. I don't need a $60 foundation. When I got like 75 more sitting here, but I want this one because it's fucking Chanel.
Wealth.
You know what I'm saying?
There you
Like,
go.
certain shit you just don't
Okay.
need. Like, granted, I like it.
Now, is the quality of the product because of the name better than the other ones?
Or is it just
Because I know there's like people that's in the beauty industry and they kind of promote more of like the local, like Dwayne Reed and whoever whatever random local pharmacy that will have makeup products. I'm like, yo, this is as good as the expensive shit.
right.
Yeah, but the quality payoff might be a little different.
But there you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, I can get what primer I used to use? I don't even fucking remember. All right, so I like YSL primer, right? But now I'm using a Fenty primer. They both do different things. They both different textures. I can't say I like one more than the other. It just depends on the season.
Got you.
But I would definitely wear Maybelline foundation and then mix with my YSL primer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do high and low all the time, but majority of my money goes towards makeup and probably clothing.
Right, fashion.
Makeup and clothing. Like, I get my wigs custom made, but I'm not paying the exact price that I probably would have to. Right.
But at the end of the day, you're buying these things not to necessarily hold up an aesthetic of like, I gotta maintain this version of myself, because if not, then people will catch me slipping and then they see me like out here faking some shit. It's just like, all right, these are the things you like.
Yeah.
And this is the things I, want to kind of have for myself.
Yeah. Definitely not. 'Cause I be looking crazy on a regular basis. I really do. I'll be like, I hope nobody don't see me out here like this. Well, for me. Maybe not for you. I've shown up to the studio plenty of times. Yeah. Hella regular.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Shut up.
Well, the camera doesn't lie. So.
Oh, definitely.
But at the same time,
back.
So for me,
delete the footage.
Nah, keep that. I need to be humble. Keep that shit right there.
All you gonna see is just a blurred out face.
Keep that shit right there.
Or just put an emoji over her face.
Right.
That'll probably be food for me. I don't spend money on the shit that I used to anymore, because I have, like, the first thing I do with my check is pay bills.
Right, responsibility.
Yeah, and then I'll probably buy like,
What you used to spend your money on?
When I was back living at home and I didn't really care about bills, definitely sneakers and clothes. Like, I was shopping. Money. Yeah.
Me and my fancy cars. Me and my fancy clothes.
That's my shit. Birthday money.
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard that record in ages.
It's fucking summer. We're going to head out all day.
Yo, I was blasting
Really?
I was blasting Megan while I was driving the streets.
Really?
In front of all the white people.
Niggas were already acting up uptown. They already had the bikes out. I was like, it's here. I felt it running through my fucking veins when I saw them bikes.
Remember the Dyke screenshot I sent you? I posted it this morning and I edited it, and with Dyke saying "you're," and then my response was "on my way."
On my fucking way. Get
on my way, bro.
Get the table ready. I'm in
Tables.
We
the outside.
Word.
Give me a crate. It's lit.
Stomp.
I'm not chilling outside with Poppy and them.
Ouch. Well,
no, you gotta play
Dykeman is hella different. I was up there a couple of 2 weeks ago.
It's not the
different.
same?
No.
It's there because they kicked out all. Yeah, they kicked out all the businesses. Now?
It's Inwood. It's just straight Inwood.
Oh, it's Inwood.
We don't mention Dykeman no more. You gotta say Inwood.
Yeah, they kicked out all the businesses now.
Yeah.
Like, once they slap a Heights or
La Marina's not there no more. Like, it's not the same.
Fucking what they got over there now? A fucking Popeyes and Taco Bell.
What's the next question?
All right. Well.
I mean, I'm here for the Popeyes, but still.
But what? It don't need to be up there.
Yeah, like Dykeman had his own.
Unless it's the Taco Bell Cantalita.
What the fuck is that?
It's basically like Chipotle. It's like Taco Bell that sells alcohol, basically, just like Chipotle.
Okay.
I'm good. Never had Taco Bell.
I don't need Taco Bell.
I don't want to do it to myself.
I mean, if they have a good margarita, maybe.
Yeah.
Chipotle
nonetheless,
good Patron margaritas.
I'm literally not with the shits in more ways than one. So,
literally.
What you call it? Let's see. Do you feel celebrities or media influence materialism, or are you born with it? That's kind of like the same question. I mean, I think celebrities could definitely play a role in the sense of people being materialistic, because like you see what people have, and it's like, yo, I want to be the same thing. That's never.
Yeah, I've never looked at a celebrity and been influenced by fancy shit that they have. Probably more so like lifestyle, in terms of like that freedom. That'll probably have more influence on me than actual materials. That like I don't give a fuck what kind of car you drive in, what clothes you. If it's a nice piece, it's a nice piece. But it's nothing like, yo, I gotta research this to find out what they cop. Like more than time, and even if you like it that much, you could probably find something very similar.
Yeah.
More than half the price. Yeah, more than half the price off. Their influence on me is more so like lifestyle, like being able to like
be free and travel.
Just pick up,
to do those things.
Yeah,
that's all. Yeah, I would agree with that.
But they don't show that off too much. I mean, you kind of get it. You kind of make that inference from the lifestyle that they live. And it's like, all right, they have the freedom and capabilities of doing this shit. But on a visual level, you don't see that. You only see the shit.
Because it requires a lot of fucking work to be able to fucking vacation all the time.
Right.
So
I follow Diddy. I've always followed him and like Oprah and people like that.
Right.
Diddy always looks like he's working, but I guess depending on because he lives in Miami, it always looks like he has some sort of time for leisure, and it just looks so freeing. Like I could wake up at whatever time I want. I don't necessarily have to clock in nowhere, and I could go to my studio and work, and then I could go back outside, get on a jet ski, and then take a nap, and then wake up and have my Ciroc watermelon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is just so calming.
Must be nice.
So calming, so calming.
The life.
I feel like if I had the type of money that I wanted to have, I would have like a chef and like a nutritionist. I would have all that shit on call. I would have a trainer. I don't have to think about anything. I
think you reposted that shit that one day when Diddy was like, I pay people so I don't have to think.
Right.
That's the level I want to reach.
That's what it is. Like, I just want shit to just automatically work and be done for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have, like, my whole closet already organized. I don't even have to think about what the fuck to wear because it's going to put it up on the fucking screen and there's my outfit, you know?
I want to have enough money to, like, influence people's lives. Like, either make it or break it or some shit.
That's adorable.
Yeah. like, literally, like, play chess with people.
No, wait, what?
Now this sounds like the Hunger Games. Now it sounds like the Hunger Games.
Oh, no, now it's diabolical? No.
That sounds crazy. It sounds like some shit I would come up with.
You want to control people's lives?
You probably already do.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I end up blocked.
Don't do that, Steve. That's not nice.
What do you mean? You don't care.
You still glowing over here.
I've never blocked a woman before ever in my life.
No?
I just don't fucking talk to you no more. Why do I have to physically block you?
Right.
I may delete your number if I know we're never going to communicate ever again, but block?
For the most part, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's...
definitely a delete, not a block.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
These days, you can always find some shit around a block. Fake accounts. Slide in the DM some other way. Get somebody...
Blocked means he's really fucking upset, but if the opportunity presents himself, he definitely going to be back again.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody else just recently unblocked me.
See,
I didn't even know I was blocked.
It's like the stock market. It goes up and down all the time.
You know, I didn't even know I was blocked. That's
weirdos.
Crazy.
He'll be alright.
Fucking serial killers. I keep telling people
Serial
they're sociopaths. A lot of these dudes are fucking sociopaths.
Yikes.
Serial killer.
Well, speaking of killing, it has no correlation. What is the most expensive thing that you've bought? And do you still have it? I really have to think about this question myself. Because the only answer for me is...
so much money when I was younger on stupid shit. Probably... There's a few items. Definitely some kicks. Because that was my thing. That when I was materialistic, like, I would buy sneakers way before they would fucking come out. It'd be like 2 or 3 times retail price.
Right.
So, I think... Okay, the 3 most expensive items I probably ever had. Pair of Space Jam Jordans 11s. Probably spent like 5. I think I was working in a copy shop, so ink spilled on those, so that was threw those away.
Yikes.
But I was young and stupid, like I was throwing away sneakers.
Yeah.
I think I've thrown away at least like $2,000 worth of sneakers.
Good job.
Or sold them back for not even close to what I paid them for. I think some Space Jams for 5, for some Giuseppe's for 7. I think I sold those. And it's funny because this actually got brought up in a fucking Joe Budden podcast episode. But what was it? Atrium. Went to Atrium one time to go cop a denim jacket. Didn't really pay attention to the price tag. I'm like, yo, it's a fucking denim jacket. It was a nudie denim jacket. Went to the fucking register. Shorty was bad.
Of course. That's how they get.
She said, "Oh, it's 7 and change." I was like, in my head, I did the white guy blinking me.
Right.
But I was like, do I want to look like a broke boy in front of this bad shorty? Like, alright, put it in a bag.
My man.
I don't give a fuck.
I still
put some shit back.
So,
I still have that denim jacket.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
But still, there's no reason for me to pay $700 for a denim jacket.
Well.
See, I'm really trying to think.
But see, some people say that's an investment. You know what I mean?
Nah. It's a fucking denim jacket. It's not doing my taxes.
It's not serving you dinner?
Yeah, it's not doing shit for me. And then with this weird ass NYC weather, you're wearing a denim jacket like maybe 5 times the whole year.
Yo, fam, why you wearing this shit is 90? Yo, because this shit is 7 back. Like.
That just means you need to relocate.
Facts.
Pretty much.
Now you gotta go to Alaska. Good job.
Fuck, now with that little thin ass denim jacket on. Miami in February. Do that.
Forever.
Miami in February. Just that.
What about you, Miss Coleman?
Um,
What was the most amount that you spent on an item?
I don't even know. I don't think I've ever splurged like that on certain things.
That's gonna be one thing.
For me, it would be like a whole day of shopping. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the most you think you spent in a day of shopping?
Oh, there it
Not
is.
of my money.
Disclaim. You don't gotta disclaim.
No. This is when I was just running around with a whole bunch of just drug dealers and drug traffickers.
Oh, good times.
Probably like
Good company.
a regular day, like something real quick. Probably like $7,000. Like real quick. Like nothing
Real
too crazy.
quick.
Like real quick. Just like we gonna
Real
go here like real
But
fast.
you gotta understand, like, for women, you could, well, not even for men too. Like, if you go to certain shops, you could rack that up.
No,
real
I get
quick.
it. I get it. You can rack it.
Few, yeah, like a
Well,
few
if
pieces.
you're going to different places, you're not obviously not in the same spot.
Mm.
You don't know.
No, like
No,
different
she's
places.
agreeing with you.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's
okay.
agreeing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not,
In
it's
different
different
spots.
places.
Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah, you can rack up 70s.
Yeah, but for myself, nah. Like I don't think I have any one piece of clothing I could think of at this moment that I spent a lot of money on.
Mm.
I've never been that girl. Plus, I'm a girl, so it's easy for me to like go
We
shopping.
had this conversation the other day.
Yeah, and like get stuff.
Like,
if
it's
I'm
completely different how
Yeah.
men and women
Oh,
shop.
Yeah.
like
absolutely.
I don't buy myself jewelry. You know, like my mom or my sister get me jewelry for birthdays, and then I keep all my jewelry in the safe because I'm very clumsy. I will lose jewelry, so you'll see me more with costume jewelry on. The only thing that I wear that's probably real would be like my earrings and my watch. Everything else is costume jewelry. Any other kind of jewelry I have, my mom has in the safe because I lose it. And I have like a pair of diamond earrings that my mom got me, and they're probably like $2,000. But I wore it like once, and then I'd be like, I don't trust myself. Keep it. My sister bought me like a ruby ring for Christmas, blue sapphire, and I keep that locked up. I don't wear it. But for myself, nah. The most I say is like a wig, and the wig would be like $600.
That's, I guess, average.
Yeah, and then you throw the hair in there, so maybe like a rack.
Okay. So
But
there
I
you go.
don't do
Alright.
that dumb shit no more.
Alright, so it was a rack.
Yeah.
For yourself.
For a wig, yeah,
Okay.
which
there
is
you go.
regular.
There's
Like,
the answer.
right?
It's not. Don't say regular as if this happens every day.
No, because women, that's how much
Yeah,
women
that's
spend
what women
nowadays
spend
on a wig. It
on
went between a
wigs.
rack
Yeah.
plus. But this is like years ago when I should spend
Right.
money
Well,
on that.
now you want to do something like that.
Definitely won't, because I definitely got the hookup. So
There you go.
I feel like I'm a lot smarter with my money
You should be.
Same.
these days.
Yeah. Well, sometimes some of us don't have a choice. Like, you can't be smart if you don't got it. Like, it's just.
Even if you
It is
do
what
got
it
it, it's just not worth it.
Word.
At all.
It's not worth it.
Definitely not.
Because I look back on them kicks that I bought and I threw them away because
Oh.
I didn't fucking value them. Because they don't really have value. So it's like, why am I spending that kind of money on shit like that now?
You
Right.
can't resell it.
I can resell it, but that's a process. The motherfuckers want to
Right.
talk back to you about, oh, nah, you negotiate and shit. Like,
That's a
I don't
whole.
have
That's
time
a
for shit
whole
like that.
fucking. What's that site that they sell sneakers on?
Fight
Something
Club?
X? No, it's Fight
Oh,
Club.
StockX?
Yeah, StockX shit. That
Yeah.
lifestyle.
But
That's
then
what-
you gotta, they take a cut out of whatever you make, and then
Right,
there's a
right.
market price, and what, I don't got time.
That's for the
that.
kids. That's what the kids.
Yeah,
want.
that-
it's the whole fucking science to it. If you really care about it, you could fucking make money out of it. But
Right.
it's too much.
It's
I
a
don't
bit
got
much.
time.
And then these white kids have their parents to help them with that shit anyway.
Yeah, like I've definitely seen like a 2020 documentary of like this 12-year-old kid, and his dad is waking up at 6 a.m. so they could fucking go to Long Island so he could sell sneakers,
So there you
and
go.
he'll cash out for like 5 bands
Oh,
that day.
the amount of kids I see on that Supreme line by my job, ridiculous.
Yeah, that shit is literally a $1 billion industry.
Like buying and reselling.
Buying and reselling. Oh yeah, def. Between that and eBay or whatever. Oh yeah, money.
Yeah.
I don't have the time or patience or energy.
Yeah, I don't
But-
care for it.
I mean, kudos to them, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta have you gotta pay for bots so that you could cop shit, cause shit sells out quick. Then it's just too much. You gotta be having stock on hand.
Right.
You're literally your own fucking Foot Locker.
And I'm just out here trying to sell my old plus size clothes. That sounds crazy.
It's a dirty game, yo.
It is.
Like, it's nearly impossible for me to get specific sneakers at retail price. Cause by the time you go online, it sells out in minutes. If you go to the store, it's already sold out.
Right.
And by the time you go online, they already reselling it at double the price.
And is all that shit really worth it?
No.
Not for me. No, thank you. So similar story to yours. Like, I happen to work right by G Star Raw, and I'm not really into name brands and shit like that, so I didn't really know like what type of clothes was in there, but I went in. I just went to like a simple like fucking sweater shirt or some shit, and then it was like,
I think you told me about this.
let me go in and let me just cop this. I was gonna cop like a pair of jeans, and then got to the counter, and it was just like, oh, that's gonna be like 90 something. It was like, all right, 90 for both of them, right? Like, no, 90 for the one item. It's like, oh,
wait, what was it?
It was just like you see me wear the shit before. Like I used to come here in the studio with it. It's like a G-Shaw Raw sweater shirt. Like it looked mad regular. The shit was $90. Like,
oh, I've done dumb shit.
I don't want to look broke, so I bought it. It's just sitting in my drawer, but I treat it like any other shirt. It's not like, oh, this shit got value. I'm sleeping with the shit every day.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I just can't do it. I'm more stopperless. I can't imagine myself spending. Like there was a time back in the day. I bought the Jordan 12s by accident. I didn't even know what the fuck Jordans was. I was just like, alright, this shit fits my feet.
It looks
I'm gonna buy
nice.
this shit. Like it was like $100 something. I was like, alright, well, this shit fits my feet. I'm gonna buy it. And then when I wore it the first time, people were like, yo, Vixon got the Jordans. Like, I did. Okay, cool. I guess. Like,
I was never a sneaker girl. I'm still not a sneaker girl. Like, I bought a pair of Jordans and wore that shit in the snow because, like, I'm not gonna mess up my shoes. And people's like, what are you doing? Nigga, it's sneakers and my shoes is in my bag. I'm not messing up my shoes.
I just wanted this shit to fit my feet because I got size 19s. like, I didn't really care about how much. Like, that shit's fucking boats. Like, okay, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, that's probably the dumbest thing to do is like really invest money in clothing because it's not worth it at all. Especially for labels, like it's all stupid.
It has to be a really good classic piece. My mama got this Fendi bag in her closet.
Right, well, see, there you go. It's staple investments, all these shits where it's like, alright, well, you spend it because the quality of it is more or whatever.
And then, back then, it wasn't as much as it is now. But
Right.
if I pull that bag out right now, baby, and I think my mother caught on to it because she don't let nobody touch that bag.
See?
Like, I don't even know where it is right now. But I know she got it.
But she values it.
Yeah, because she knows that it's worth something and it's a classic piece. It's timeless, like a good Chanel
wait till
bag.
She goes to sleep and then just steal the bag.
No, she definitely got an alarm. Stuck to that shit.
Man,
Nah.
or a good Chanel bag.
Right. So I think there's a level of materialism in all of us. If anything,
Well,
like,
of course, everybody wants and likes and wants to have nice shit.
right.
Because nobody ever wants to look dingy. I think the misconception is that you have to have a specific brand or it has to be a specific price point in order for you to look nice. And it'll be like, because people always like judge or make that joke about me being rich or whatever. If I actually give y'all a breakdown of my outfit or various shit that I've worn in the past, most of the shit is really expensive, really affordable. Like I really only shop at Forever 21 or maybe like a brand I randomly come across on Instagram. It should be like a $40 sweater or some $30 sweats. Like shit really do not be expensive. You just have to have good taste. If you have good taste, then you're gonna know how to put an outfit together.
That's it.
You heard what he said, we don't got good taste.
No, I
That's
did not
basically
say
what he
that. I did not say that.
That's basically.
She's dressed better than me right now.
I mean,
That's not true.
No, it's not true.
That's
Alright,
not
yo.
true. Steven just like to hype me up, and I appreciate it.
No.
I mean, you should.
But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we talk about like materialism and getting all these things. Does it go too far?
Yeah, when people fucking put materials above their own fucking livelihood.
And their families.
That too.
The
I
bag or
definitely-
my child.
I definitely remember a kid in high school that would always have all the Jordans, but didn't have money to fucking eat,
Yikes.
and was asking kids around for like
For $1?
for not even for $1. Like, let me get a piece.
No.
Let
Yeah.
me get a piece.
I used
But
to
he would
love
have-
them. Let me get $1 type niggas in high school.
But he would have all the Jordans that would come out that year.
You gotta tell me who his name is.
I barely remember his name. He was
So he
dingy.
wasn't the point. He wasn't like one of those niggas.
Nah,
Okay.
he
But
was
then
dingy.
that kind of reminds me of parents that dress up their kids like in mad expensive shit, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's weird too. That's why they be making memes of them. Like, yo, all he want to do is wear a Mickey Mouse shirt, and you got this nigga in a fucking whole Gucci outfit.
which reminds me of what I heard recently about fucking Future and Russell. So
That comparison.
well, not even just a comparison. Whereas like Future bought his kid for his birthday a Rolex watch, and people were complaining like, "Yo, your kid probably just wanted some fucking toys or some shit. Why would you think that your kid would want a fucking Rolex watch? Like, what does that do for a 5-year-old?" You know what I'm saying? And people were just going back and forth. And I mean, you see a lot of parents outside of Future because, well, whatever the fuck he's doing, I guess. But you know what I'm saying. But you see these parents like try to give all this shit for their kid, probably because they felt like, oh well, I didn't have this growing up, so I want you to have all these things I couldn't have, or just like, oh, I ain't trying to have my kid out here looking dingy. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta have all the freshest shit, and it's just like, where are your priorities at?
Right. Well, maybe it could be an investment. I mean, was it made for his little wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I thought like maybe they could like keep it in the safe. But I was watching Housewives, and the guy got himself, his fiance, and literally the newborn baby probably like 5 days out the pussy a watch, like a diamond watch, and I'm just like.
Once you said out the pussy, I was like, where's this
Like
going?
the baby can't even hold her head up,
funny.
and she got on a fucking watch. Like I don't
That doesn't
know.
make any sense.
I don't know.
Your child can't tell time.
It just came out the pussy like 5 days ago.
You're a fresh zygote. What are you doing?
Still smell like vagina. Like
Word.
I don't know.
What? You're still literally dripping in fluids.
Literally.
Like,
Now he got drip on the hand.
well, yikes.
Drip on the
There you
wrist.
Mm.
With that flick of the wrist, you're getting some shit on you. Like,
Eek.
wah, wah.
Shut the hell up.
Oh my God. Shit is nuts. I can't even imagine treating my kids like that. Like, you know, my parents obviously wanted to make sure like I had things growing up. I was spoiled. I'll admit it. Like, you know, toys and all these things. So that's cool. But I wouldn't imagine like me like treating my child in the same way. It's like, all right, I didn't have this when I was a kid. I didn't have to give you all these things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, kids aren't going to be able to appreciate those things at that age the same way that we would now. You know what I mean? So it's like, why, like, I mean, obviously, but the kids are influenced by other kids where it's like, oh, that kid has this, and why don't I have it? And are we broke? And it's just like, we're not broke.
We're not broke. You're probably getting better grades. You know what I'm saying?
You're probably not begging for food in the cafeteria.
Right.
Well.
Can I get a piece? Can I get a piece, head ass nigga?
Remember that video of that little boy? He was like, yo, when the summer's over and I'm coming back to school, none of y'all niggas better ask me for a piece of nothing.
Don't ask me for no fucking gum. I don't have no gum.
Right.
I don't have no extra pencil
No
for you
gum,
either.
no milk, you ain't getting my cookies, relax.
But you got this expensive ass $60, $80 book bag on your back, but you ain't got no pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Or books.
That shit is nuts. That shit is nuts.
You got the bag.
A lot of times I feel like parents do it to impress other parents. Like, especially now when prom come around, I feel like parents go above and beyond
Talk about
for their kids
expensive.
to impress
I think
other
I think it's
parents.
died down now. I haven't seen, because prom season is right now, right?
It just
Yeah, prom
started.
season, yeah.
Oh,
It just
okay.
started last week.
Well, I haven't seen anybody wild out yet.
No,
But I know
haven't
last
seen
year it was just over the top.
last few
Wakanda
years.
themes and everything.
Word.
Like, nah,
Shit was
fam.
crazy then.
You
then
are
Homecoming.
in the slums of fucking Philly. Why do you have a whole giraffe in front of
Right.
your crib?
Fam, why was this chick coming out of a fucking coffin? Because she was killing it.
I remember that shit. I
Wait,
remember that.
nah.
You see that
You
shit?
see that one? But did you see when a white girl came out the ambulance?
What?
She came out of the ambulance. Yes, she came out of it.
Oh my
And
God.
it was a thing.
Who is
But-
coordinating these
But
shits?
you know what? Shout out to my sis Shaya, because she banks mad bread every prom
Oh,
season.
Yeah. Get your money.
Shout out
But
Shay, yeah.
y'all dickheads. All of y'all. Like, nah. What?
Must be nice, I guess.
Like, you
Like-
could tell they was in the slums.
Facts.
And you had this extravagant fucking red carpet pulled out. I'm like, yo,
You
you
don't
wanna
have
like
front stairs.
you wanna like
And
clean
and
you wanna like clean the carpet in your crib first
Right.
before you pull out the red carpet?
Now you got money for like a
That's
fucking
the moment
Hummer limo.
my mother was telling me something.
It was like an
with my
African
friend.
theme, some sort of shit.
Coming
And
to
like
America joint.
Right.
yeah, like they had like this flamboyant dude, like the fucking jester announcing
Yeah.
shit,
Right.
pop out doing mad tricks.
I
Circuit.
remember
Now
that.
these niggas on stilts.
You remember when the
That
girl
was-
had the whole she had her whole front door and the stairs decorated, and she came out to Beyonce?
Right.
That was just a lot.
And
She
this
had
was
like
before homecoming.
she
I'm
had a
telling you.
whole outfit for the formation.
Like you
dance.
doing all
then
this
when
and
she
you
got
not
down-
graduating.
That'd be the thing. I'm like, these niggas is
That's the
graduating.
gag.
You doing all this, you not even graduating,
Word.
The
sis.
crazy part is that they don't even let you know if you grad. They'll let you go to prom and everything, and then you'll
Exactly.
find out if you're graduating. So your ass then went to prom. Shout out to all the bitches you talk shit about me in high school who went to prom, had the same dress on, and still almost didn't graduate. Like they was literally on the graduation line.
Mm.
Like I'm handing in my project today, so they could walk.
Now you're getting left
begging to walk across the stage instead of coming to some
Now you gotta do the whole shit next year.
Listen,
Good job.
those are people who, peaked in 12th grade. Like, after that,
This is the same people that said...
they peaked.
This is the same people that said, see y'all niggas later, and now you gotta see them next year.
Listen.
Good job. I'm out this bitch. No, you're back in.
See you at prom next year.
Word.
Chick, you know
You hosting next year?
If at first you don't succeed.
Try again.
Dust yourself off.
Aliyah head asses.
Dust yourself off and try it again.
Def. Oh shit, that is funny.
That shit is sad.
That shit is pathetic.
I saw somebody that used to go to junior high school with, and I'm like, yo, you look terrible. Like
Charles Barkley.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
just doing bad.
That's why I low key am happy that I was stuck in like honors in high school, because a lot of people don't recognize me. Like, they'll recognize a face, but we never really spoke. So when I see them like randomly out in the streets in Brooklyn now, I'm like, yo, like,
What happened?
damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
They got hit by life.
Yeah,
never
like there was
recovered.
this one chick, I'll tell you once we turn off the mics, that she was like big body bends before that shit became the norm. And I seen her like a year or two with some fat dude, and she blew up, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, not even like, oh, you put on a little bit of extra weight, maybe some baby weight. It was like,
That was
she
before
was,
the baby.
that was,
Did she have kids?
She did.
I have no
Well, I
idea.
guess- I mean-
she did have, no, I'm talking about after.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
bumped into her a few times. But I'm talking about like after he saw her, I had seen her. I was still bumping into her. Then she had a baby, so she was that before the baby.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And no shade, because I definitely gained a lot of weight over the
Yeah,
course
I mean,
of 5
I
years.
guess the weight is one thing, but like, I mean, if you, like, obviously none of us are gonna maintain the same way we are in high school.
Right.
Not most
Thankfully,
of
I
us.
glowed up.
You know what I'm saying? Not most of us are gonna
Yeah,
maintain
everybody
that
can't
same
be popping like that.
energy, but you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you know, back then you know them to be like this one way, like flashy, 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 and then now it's like, where did that get you? Now you're sad,
Nowhere.
and now you shop at Rainbow, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, those
I don't know about that.
some of those things be itchy. Not all. There's some cute shit in there for some women,
I don't know. That's out of my jurisdiction.
but at the same time, that's not my.
Vixon, don't be dating no girls who shop at fucking Rainbow.
Is Rainbow still open?
It is open.
Who said that I'm dating?
Is Bobby still open?
I
Bobby's is
never
open.
knew or seen a Bobby's before. I just know people used to talk about it.
There's-
Conway
there's
still
the two of
open?
them. Conway's not open. Hey girl,
Are we rolling?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are rolling. Come on.
Yeah, Bianca's here,
You
everybody.
can join us for the last part of our conversation
Yes.
about wealth.
Fuck is up.
Talk about firms.
Gang,
Oh baby, she should know.
Jesus Christ.
She should know.
gang.
Gang, gang.
This is why we can't.
She's the second correspondent when it comes to materialism. Oh baby.
Oh yeah, if y'all want to talk material,
With the
she has
bag.
several furs.
Several.
Capital S.
I'm a fan of Bianca's purses. Like, those shits is classic pieces.
Oh, she
Like,
when we started Culture, she told me I'm gonna have a purse for every episode.
Facts.
that's how you
I
gotta
wore
do
different
it.
glasses for like the first year every day.
See, look at that.
Must
I mean,
be
accessorize,
nice.
lady.
Wealth.
Must
Well-
be nice.
So when y'all talk about me, just know I got put on.
Oh no,
Bianca.
I got put on.
y'all two are both correspondents.
Nah,
Y'all senior correspondents with that shit.
nah, it's all
Funny as
smoke and
shit.
mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. I'll give y'all the breakdown.
Bianca got it.
Oh,
She got it hands down.
yeah, baby, because you work hard for it, baby.
Vixen was out here getting his life in the
Oh,
Bernie.
She already knows
Listen,
something.
Did y'all
party-
already talk about this?
not
We
even
lightly
him.
touched on it. We lightly touched on it. Nah,
You
this
guys
ain't
know
about me.
lightly.
Nah.
Vixen,
We
you
lightly
had your
touched on it.
pectorials out, my man.
Hey, man.
The pectorials.
It's
Give
Miami,
Bianca
son.
a
Come
mic.
on, you already
Give-
know. Don't do
Steven,
that. Don't
give
do
me
that.
your mic.
First of all, don't.
We
First
need
of
to
all,
have a chat.
nah. All right, shout outs to Bianca first and foremost, but we ain't doing
Get
this
your
right
shit
now.
off, Queen.
We ain't
Get
doing
your
this
shit
right
off,
now.
Queen.
Fuck is going on with you, man? Like you,
Hey, I was in Miami living my life.
I see.
Okay, the heat was hot.
I said, who is this on my
The
timeline?
fucking fatigues on.
Yo,
Red
every
G.I.
time you mention
Joe.
that shit.
He had the belt
G.I.
to
Joe.
match. Did y'all
Everything.
catch the belt?
Listen, I need to see the shoes. I
Did
ain't
you
even
catch
see
the
the
belt?
belt.
He cut the ankles out. I was waiting for the
baby.
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
I was waiting for the shoes, and he never gave them to me.
Observancy.
And I
Damn.
You
said-
feel cheated? You
I
feel
felt
cheated?
cheated, and I said, when I see this young man, we need to go. You know what I'm saying? We We need to have a chat
Wow.
about the motherfucking shoes because I knew they was
you had
army fatigue too.
Nah. probably had the loafers.
Nah, that's a bit too
Oh, you
on
had
the
the
nose.
loafers on?
I definitely had some shit without socks on. I ain't going.
Oh,
Had
you had the ankles
out.
out.
You had the ankles out.
It's Miami. Come on. Yo, y'all got too much.
But he made sure he covered up his nipples though.
All right.
He had the cleave.
He had the cleavage out.
He had the
That's what he
cleave
had.
out.
Just that part.
The underboob.
Nigga had the
It
double.
was the underboob.
Hey,
It was the underboob.
tape.
Temperatures up, shirts
The
up.
double stick tape.
Nigga was on his Mike Lowry
You know
shit.
what
He was
I'm
on his Mike Lowry shit.
Rude.
Mike Lowry.
You had your taco meat out.
He waxed it.
Don't.
He waxed it.
Did you wax or shave?
What you said?
You
I-
definitely was glistening. That's why he put a filter on. He definitely put a filter on because he was greased up. He put a filter on because he was greased up.
That was sweat. Relax. That was sweat. It was hot
Nigga had
outside.
that
Y'all
fucking
see this
Vinci
shit?
body lava on.
Nah, that was Vaseline.
There was no body lava.
It was the body lava.
Was it the body lava?
He
There
had
was
the brown
no
sugar
body
on.
lava. Let's all take a
Bad
breath.
baby oil.
Let's take a breath now.
The
No.
baby oil gel.
The baby oil gel.
That's what he
Come
had.
correct.
All right. Well, you know what? First of all,
Now you want to wrap up.
thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for looking. I guess I don't know, but the answer is when you're in Miami, you do Miami things.
All right.
Okay. He's
Next
someone
thing.
in Rome.
As I said,
Do
big,
as Romans
I'm
do.
Big Beach. That's what I said in
Big
the chat.
Beach.
Alright.
Now this nigga. Look, Bianca.
That's
said
our
she saw-
show. Thank you for tuning in. That part is definitely gonna get fucking redacted.
Nah, leave it.
Hilarious.
That
Nah,
BJG.
keep that energy, boy.
Leave that.
Big Beach? Nah.
Leave it.
I-
We got BJG on here. We gotta have Big Beach now.
I mean, come
No,
on.
no,
Let me,
that's
Gotta
just build
have
them,
it.
let me build my AKAs real quick.
That's it.
no.
I
That's
need
it.
an AKA then. I don't have one.
I don't have an AK either.
Well, come up with some for the shows, for the live show, son.
No, I want my laughing at me in person. Not in person. I'm too sensitive.
Why you think they're gonna laugh at you?
Mm-mm.
Then make that shit accurate.
I'll figure it out
Yeah, you will. I bet
at
you
some
will.
point.
But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. We
Yes.
thank everybody for tuning in. Catch the shows every Monday.
Word.
Enjoy. Well, by the time this comes out, yeah, just enjoy your Memorial Day.
Word.
Enjoy the little 3-day. I hope you enjoy your 3-day weekend. And
Live show tickets. It's about to be a month away. Don't slip. Don't sleep.
yeah, copy your tickets sipodcast.com/events. And we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah, we out.
Gang.
Later.
Deuces. Gang.
We are out here. Fuck y'all talking about? Sophisticated ignorance. Are y'all fucking crazy?
That's a fact. Talk
Are y'all
that shit.
crazy? Yo, y'all getting me tight. Like, I be out here trying to be humble. Let's not get fucking crazy. Sophisticated ignorance. Alright?